Alright, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Akin and welcome to today's vlogs. Continuing on my NFL prospects for the 2017 NFL Draft. For today, I'm going to continue things in the offensive line. I forgot to give you my videos for my top prospect tight ends. And I'm going to start things off with my number one tight end, O.J. Howard out of Alabama. He's coming off a couple of great championship games against Clemson. Over the past 2 seasons, he had 9 receptions for 314 yards and 3 touchdowns in both of those national championship performances. He had a great performance in 2015, though, in which the Tide did win a national championship, losing in this past season to Clemson. This was a couple of great seasons for the Tide, and he is the top tight end prospect entering this year's draft. Now, he's actually from the state of Alabama in Prattville, decided to stay in state, and he did have plenty of playing time over the course of the last 2 seasons for the Crimson Tide. Now, it's time for me to talk about his strengths and weaknesses. First, his strengths. He definitely, he's just a shade under 6'6", 251 pounds. That is the exact look that you want of your tight end to have. He has that power forward type look. If you look at things according to basketball, and then he's has great size. He definitely post up and catch the ball. He has soft hands, good vision in catching the football, and he actually was underrated as a wide receiver in my opinion. I don't think the ball was thrown much to him during his career. This is an athletic tight end, and over the course of the last 2 seasons, he only had 200-yard gains, and that was when in the big performances in the national championships against Clemson. So that shows that he could definitely step up against tougher competition, especially as the season progresses, which is a good trait as well for him to have. He definitely, as far as his route running ability, he has decent route running ability, and he definitely could quickly pull away against opposing defenders. He definitely showed that in the first drive of the Senior Bowl game. In this past Senior Bowl, he had a great Senior Bowl practice week. He can accelerate pretty well, pretty smoothly. I do like that, and like I said, he has great, reliable hands, which I do like about him. Now, he does have a couple of weaknesses, though. Now, he remains far from a finished product, so he still has time to develop. He could be undeniably, he is undeniably gifted, but he is still far from a finished product. There are times in which he is too reliant on his size and athleticism as a route runner. He needs to do a better job as far as his breaks to cause better separation. He uses more of his size as far as his route running ability to get open. And when you're dealing with the National Football League, you're dealing with bigger and faster athletes, more athletic athletes just like himself. He needs to do better mentally and do better off in his breaks. Now, other things he does need to work on is that he wasn't used too much, as I mentioned earlier, in Alabama's offense, so we haven't really seen his full potential, and he's not really a bulldozer with his hands as far as running blocking ability. Even though Alabama does have a great offensive line and they do a great job in running the football, he wasn't too much of a bulldozer as far as keeping his hands locked and engaging better off into the block and trucking his blockers away too much. He still needs to work on that, but I think still overall he is still a decent blocker in my opinion. Not too really much bad weaknesses that I noticed about him, but I think that he has potential to become a great tight end. And with that being said, I actually definitely see him as a first-round draft pick, but as a sleeper and for the number 6 pick for the New York Jets. They definitely can use a tight end because my man Jace Amaro's not really been playing up to par. A little bit of a disappointment, actually a big disappointment to me. I had high hopes when the Jets selected him a couple of drafts ago, but he's not really showing up. So OJ Howard could definitely still be selected in the top 10 at number 6, but definitely he will be a first-round selection. Now, the next time to catch you guys will be in just a couple of minutes. I have 9 more tight end vlogs for today. Thank you for watching this vlog. I'm your man, Akin McCall. Be easy.